Awesome. All right. Good morning, everybody. I am Darkpool Algo, and today is, guess what? Monday, 4/11, 2022. The market's gonna go crazy. Yes, it is. Boom, I love that. That is such a clean transition. Which everything in life is that easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right. I have to apologize for the weekend watch list video getting out late. I don't know what the heck happened with Camtasia and my connection to YouTube. I legit tried to post that video to YouTube for about 2 hours straight yesterday, and I finally just said forget it and just manually uploaded it, which took an hour because it was an hour long video. So I'm gonna quickly just discuss what top 5 stocks for this week are, and we can just get moving. Okay, it's pretty easy peasy, lemon squeezy for this week. Super simple. Marvell, FedEx, Baba, Netflix, Shop already, man. Dude, I wish I had millions of dollars and I could just play pre-market stuff because Shopify is already up 2% on news of a 10-to-1 stock split. 10-to-1. Yes, 10-to-1. Okay. I might have to buy some shares in Shopify. Okay. Other things we have up on our list are Baba, FedEx, Marvell. The weekend watch list this week was so massive. We had so many bullish potential setups that I had a hard time picking just 5. So the rest of my list is here on my screen in TradingView now. I'm just going to run through them. So if you want to write them down and do a little bit of your own due diligence, please feel free to. But they are Shopify, Now, Netflix, Coinbase, Baba, FedEx, Qualcomm, UPS, Marvell, and Yeti. That's the complete list for this week. Hopefully the ones that I picked do well. But yeah, let's get into it. I don't have a ton of time, and I want to get through this as quickly as possible so I can spend more time working on the flow index questions, okay? But we do have news, so we got to get through, so let's just hop into it, shall we? Oh, before you do that, before I do this, you need to hit the like button, subscribe. If you haven't already turned on those notifications, let me know. We are going to start pushing videos. We have got a lot of stuff in the works. Should be super good. I may go just trade penny stocks on FlowTrade for the next couple of weeks because I just found out that Flow Index works for pennies. Yes, it does. It does, it does, it does. Hold on, I gotta check on something also. What's this? All right, don't know what that was. Hold on. Come on. Dang it. All right. Where was I? All right, Johnny, let me know what your requests are, please, so I can get them out quickly. All right, AT&T's in the news. Yes, sir. Says inflation could prompt the wireless and broadband company to raise prices for some of its core services while it continues to cut costs after getting hold on one second. Remember, sales occurred at um, all right, sorry, I gotta do that. Company on Friday completed the planned separation of its film and TV empire into a new publicly traded company called Warner Brothers Discovery. AT&T shareholders will get a 71% stake in the new entity, which will be led by Discoveries Inc. So if I own shares in AT&T, does that mean I get I don't understand what's going on here. What the heck? Dude. I guess it's time to load the boat on AT&T. All right. So someone's going to have to do some homework. We need to figure out what that new company is called from AT&T. This is an insane drop. 24 to 18. AT&T is a staple, right? AT&T is just a standard. You own this stock. It's got an extremely high dividend. A lot of people. I need a deep. I got to get deeper into AT&T. I'll figure it out later, though. All right, Twitter. Oh, talking about the troll. The master troll is in effect, y'all. Elon decided not to join Twitter's board of directors. Chief executives had to say a sharp reversal that casts new uncertainty over the relationship between the social media platform and its largest shareholder. The move comes after Musk revealed a 9.2% stake, which sent Twitter going bananas, right? So, yeah, this was, oh, Elon's part of our board, or Elon's buying, Elon owns everything. Wait a minute, what? He doesn't want to have a board seat? Why not? Back down? Regardless, it gave up its 200-day. I'm not looking at Twitter until I can get back above 45.75. Okay, even 47 would be safe. It's getting ready to recycle, so this is a rally up, pull back. Where's this fib level coming from? There we go. 3.8 retracement, gave up the ghost. So let's. Hold on, sorry. Sorry, there was an issue with a website being hacked that I had to fix last night. Okay. All right, we have a bunch of. Don't ask me what I just did there. Sorry. If I have to run late, I won't. Listen, we have a bunch of healthcare news. Most importantly, Pfizer and BNTX and Moderna are expected to dominate the global vaccine market this year with a combined market share of 88%. We already kind of knew that, right? Those are the ones that everybody trades. Meanwhile, Johnson & Johnson, Novak, Invax, and AstraZeneca are going to be down about 30 to 40%, right? So, BNTX, Moderna, right? They're all just Moderna. I hate this stock so bad. I want a revenge trade on it so hard. You don't even know. It's holding its 50-day. Moderna above 160, 162, 164, 166, 169, 50 target if you want to trade Moderna. Okay. All right. Schlumberg, right? SLB upgraded to overweight and target raised to 55 from 43. This is a great stock to trade, right? It's really kind of predictable, kind of a little mid cap area. but it can definitely make you some money. I like how that 618 is right at the 200 day. It's pretty cool. I don't know what my deal is, but I haven't been able to create alerts. Been working on creating a lot more alerts so that I can kind of keep track of what's going on. Okay. All right. I saw some Tesla news. Here we go. JetBlue, Neo. Boom. Neo's in the news again. I don't know what that is. There's a new company out. All right. China auto sales plunged in March as the country curbs to rein in its COVID outbreaks. They took their toll, while Tesla was among the automakers to feel the pain. Tesla sales tumbled 11.7% in March from an earlier year to 2.3 million vehicles, first decline in 3 months, according to the Chinese Association of Automobile Makers. Okay, and we will get into Tesla earlier. JetBlue this weekend said it reduced flights to May throughout the summer due to staffing limitations after canceling more than 300 flights for the weekend. Alaska Air said last week it would trim spring flying to catch up with pilot training. Meanwhile, other carriers, including American, said they were preparing for summer surge after a months-long hiring spree. NEO suspended production on Saturday in China after measures to contain the surge of COVID-19 cases disrupted operations at its suppliers. Due to the impact of this, NEO has to halt car production. NEO has also increased prices for 3 of its model and battery rental services. Right. NEO is the first company to create a new acronym in the industry. Okay. Software as a service, remember? That came out and just exploded. Everything all of a sudden became software as a service. NEO created a new acronym, Battery as a Service, BaaS, right? Pretty slick. Anyway, NEO sub 18, let's go, baby. I am looking to load a boat on this sucker when it gets down to the daily bottom. It's at the monthly. Oh, NEO's in such a good spot right here. So let's look at this. Monthly bottom, weekly bottom, daily bottom support. It's at the monthly cloud top right now, which is at $18 level. If it cracks that, I think it gets a little support at $17.65. I'm going to be looking to become a buyer at this, especially if we can get a monthly bottom. Start getting a bounce here. Depending how the market shakes out today, I may let it kind of shake out and fizzle a little bit. But this is a good value for NEO. It will eventually get back up to the $50 range. This is a long-term investment. This is not a day trade for me, so just be careful, okay? Haison Motors, never heard of them before, to supply 18 of its fuel cell electric trucks to Highline GmbH. I don't know what this is. HYZN. I've never even heard of them. Never heard of them. That's a pretty decent penny stock to trade if you like trading those things, right? The Celts work, Flow Index works. Maybe get into those a little bit later, okay? All right, in world news, China's March CPI higher, flat. Yeah, anyway, first round French election results show Macron with a great lead. Finland and Sweden are set to join NATO as soon as summer. That's interesting. Sweden. Finland expected to play in June, with Sweden following. More China auto sales plunging. Let's see what Tesla's doing. Tesla was poised to be such a great move. All right, it retraced to my 1414 extension out of the daily bottom through the daily mid, hitting weekly mid at 956. Below that, daily bottom 50-day 923. Tesla 923 support, potential 957 reversal. You heard it here first, folks. I had the 1,000 puts at the beginning of the week. You thought I was crazy, right? We'll get into Tesla later, okay? All right, key events today, a couple annual meetings, no major economic data to be released today. I'm not really seeing any earnings, but it's earnings season for banks. Sorry. No earnings today. Tomorrow. There we go. We have a short week this week too. Crap, I forgot to mention that. We do. Friday, market's not open, yo. Is it? Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look. Forex Factory. But Thursday, banks report, Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, TSM, United Healthcare, Ally, Rite Aid. All right, that's why I see you, Johnny, with your Rite Aid. I see you. Now I see you. U.S. Bank Corp, and Progressive. Like, that's a big calendar for Thursday, right? Especially from banks. Banks, that's what I'm saying. Banks may lead the way. Let's see what else we have on Thursday. All right, CPI numbers plus bank earnings. Is that all right? CPI numbers, bank earnings. Friday short day. I don't even think we get. I don't even know if the market's open. Also short week, right? No Friday. Okay, yeah, let's go. So Thursday, huge day, huge day, right? Bank earnings, and it's the last day of this week. Are they closed Monday as well? No, I know it's not a 4-day weekend, is it? Is it it's not a 4-day weekend. Seriously, I clicked on an ad. All right, I don't have time for all that snuff. Let's go. Yeah. So it's Good Friday. It's also taxes are due that day. Don't forget to do your taxes. All right. There is some news that I have to repeat, and U.S. futures are looking lower ahead of a busy week of economic data, with both CPI and PPI inflation reports this holiday shortened week and the start of earnings season. Thursday, when big banks kick things off, the S&P futures drop 0.5%, back below the 200 moving average. The yield for the benchmark 10-year Treasury rolled to 2.77% on Monday after ending Friday at 2.71. Okay. Trading around this highest level since the end of 2018 and the beginning of 2019. The U.S. dollar index touches US dollar index touches the $100 level before pairing gains to around 99.65 with more massive gains versus the yen, while oil is lower back below 96 after 2.4% down 2.48% after last week's release of crude. US SPR release and ongoing Chinese lockdowns with a stronger dollar all weighing on prices. In Asian markets, the Nikkei index dropped 0.6%, Shanghai 2.6%, and Hang Seng over 3%. Okay. We learned about the Asian markets and the European markets and how they can affect ours. We went over that last week. Okay, in Germany, the DAX is down 0.4%, and the FTSE 100 slips 0.2%. U.S. Treasury will issue $100 billion across 3 years, 10-year and 30-year this week, starting off with $46 billion on the 3-year notes today. Earlier 10-year yields hit 2.7798 for the first time since 2019. Bitcoin prices are down nearly 4%. And no U.S. economic data today, while Fed speakers include Bostic, Evans, and Waller. Why am I not seeing that? Legit, though, why am I not seeing that? I see Brainard speaking. So there's something off with my news. I got to look that up. And then So we've got lots of stuff going into like really 11 o'clock, the 11 o'clock Eastern, it's the Fed budget balance, 10 o'clock 10-year bond auction, right? Kind of a big deal. All right. Stocks are coming off a wildly week of volatility as the S&P index fell 1.2, the Dow lost 0.26, and the Nasdaq shed 3.8%. Major support levels benchmark breached and tested several times in the week. Nasdaq 100 ended the day just below the 50-day, and the SPUDS ended the day just below its 200-day. Okay. Surging treasury yields added to the market anxiety as the 30-year yield rose 0.32 BPS this week, the largest one-week gain since Friday, March 13th, 2020. Then benchmark 10-year hit its highest yield since Tuesday, March 5th, 2019, raising 33 BPS on the week. Right? These are like, this is large economic manipulation. This isn't like, oh, Apple's up 3%. This is like that deep level stuff that you don't necessarily feel now, but when milk is $8 a gallon in the middle of summer, yeah, that's when we're going to hit it. The Treasury yield continued to steepen Friday following a decline sparked by the Fed Reserve's plan for more aggressive monetary policy tightening. The dollar gained for the 7th straight day, and when the dollar's up, the market sucks. While commodities across the board saw a rally as Russia's war in Ukraine escalates, some market concerns heading into the start of the earnings season later this week. According to FactSet, the estimated earnings growth rate for the S&P in Q1 is 4.5%, which would be the lowest since Q4 2020. Okay? Yes, those are all things that are going to affect the market. All right, I'm going to really quickly run through this. This is our futures. And after receiving a bunch of feedback from Twitter and some people reaching out to me personally and just trying to make sure that I give enough time to go over what is really important to us, like I'm just kidding. No, to go over the flow index data. I'm going to be shortening up our futures outlook. Okay, we're below the 200, or we're below on the ES. We're below the 200. We're below the 21. We have a 618 retracement at 4439. The 50-day could be tested at 4421. Okay. Like I said, we may just chop in between 4420 and 4490 for a little bit. This 21 day, right? This guy right here coming in at 4475. Okay. The 4-hour, right? Nice 50% retracement, and then the 30-day or the 30-minute. Just load up. All right, so look for previous lows. The inverted head and shoulders everybody's been talking about has filled. I've got a skyline at 44.35. Below that, snow line at 43.71. Okay, that's on the ES. The old Dow, or the nasty NQ, from low to high, 50% retraces at 14.105. Below that, 13.831, which is also smack dab. We've got skyline here that we could trade in between. Okay, so look for a 50% retrace bounce or failure back down to the 382. We start closing below 13.830. We have a snow line to the downside. Negatively stacked moving averages. I don't see anything other than this 14,000 psychological level, 14,100 level that could possibly provide a little bit of relief going into today. Okay. From a daily perspective, we're below the 50, we're below the 21. So from this move up here, we can come down 50% retrace and look for a bounce, or we can come all the way back down to this 382. Okay. Look at the inverted head and shoulders that's forming. That's really great. This snow line, or this tree line, 14,448. That's what I'm looking for. All right, next up, the YM, the old dilly-dally daily Dow, right? It tried to do its job, a little bull flag forming here. It held its 21 day, So we have 2 daily closes above the 21. Okay, consolidation can occur. Okay, like I said, we have 2 closes above the 21, right? We're below the 50-day on the 4 hour, so we're really trying to fight here. Really, really trying to fight. I think we consolidated at the 21 for a little bit. This is a 618 retracement from this last current low to high, or 50% retracement. So if we start taking out some of the lows from last week, we can go all the way down to 3471, 34371, and still be in an uptrend. Okay. All right, and then the yen, or the YM, right, which is officially kind of bearish again, right? It's following this path that I'd created down here. So the YM 1961, 1920 to the downside, 2000 above 2000, 2027 is a 200-day. So until we get back above that, I'm just going to continue to be bearish on the YM. Okay, let's look at, and that's on the 4 hour. Looking at it from the daily, we broke the retracement. We broke this 382. So in my opinion, right, we are in a down cycle now, right? I would look at 1916. All right, Netflix hit the daily bottom, which we'll get into that in a minute. Okay, it's entering the daily bottom cloud. So when we break a retracement, the 382, there's one last. There's one last little sliver of hope. I'll just put it on there for now. It's the 236, right? So small caps below 1968 hits 1916. A bounce at 1968, 2000. Then we just start real building our way back up. Okay. All right. Real quick look at gold while we're at it, and then I'm gonna get out of this real quick. Gold, there it was, right? We called it. It was squeezing along the 21. It's moving back up now. If you're interested in taking a gold play, bring it down to a lower time frame, right? And then build your extension from the current rally, which would be, I think, this low, right? Actually, that's the one there. So we gotta, right off of this retracement. 1, 2. So Elliott wave theory could be a thing, right? This could become a 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But gold looks good. Like, I'm sorry to say it, it took out previous high, right? Cup and handle has formed. I don't have my voodoo lines on here. All right, gold plays should be good. Let's look at crude real quick. All right, it broke it. So it looks like we are in this channel, right? Where we're trading 1 ATR, 2 ATRs away. So gold support at 92. Looking at a 96 magnet. Okay, there's your gold play, your crude play, sorry. ZB, TLT made me a liar last week. Kind of pissed about it. We are currently at a skyline level. Below that, we have this tree line down here at 138. Now, this is the 30-year. Okay, there's a 30-year auction today. I would look at TLT calls and puts, right? TLT still has that bullish divergence, I believe. So this can make you a millionaire if you catch this move correctly, okay? If you ever watched Josh Answers, this is his claim to fame, right? This is how he made $50,000 out of 2,000. It's because he played TLT and he guessed the correct direction. Okay, that's all it was. Like he's like, oh, it's going here, and I can't remember. It's a mystery. I don't know if they bought puts or calls, but they gambled. It was a lotto on one side or the other. Okay, and then finally look at the yen continuing down, broken lows. The yen falling is strong for the dollar, but with everything else, all things being equal this week, right? Bottom row down, top row up. That's the way we like to do things. However, we were just falling everywhere across the board. Okay. Oh, what was that? What was the alert? Okay. All right, let's get into it, shall we? All right, this is the Flow Index, a smart money dark pool block trade algorithm, software provided by FlowTrade. They have spent countless man hours and thousands of dollars in creating the Flow Index algorithm. It tracks large institutions, hedge funds, smart monies, dark pools, block trades, right? It tracks what market makers do. Okay. With that being said, we look for an opportunity where the price index, which is the purple line here, the flow index, has deviated from these green bars, which are price action. These blue lines across the screen are dark pool block trades. Red lines across my screen will be regular block trades, and white lines are fun most of the time. No, but what they mean is that the regular and a dark pool are printed on top of each other, and those are major inflection points. Draw that line on your screen and see what happens when price action interacts with it. Okay, Shopify. Now, I'm not going into this week biased about Shopify at all, other than the fact that I've got a new respect for it. They also announced a 10-to-1 stock split this morning, so we're looking at Shopify rallying, right? So above 605. Oh, look at that double bull flag forming. All right, so I said above 605, right? Which is pretty decent. Shop 662, 674, and 700 incoming, okay? I'd still like this bullish divergence on Shopify, right? The flow index, did somebody know something going into the 7th, right? This thing is dropping like a rock and smart money's buying into it. Yeah, I think people knew what's up. Okay, so shop 700s, 720s. Let me see if I can get my very specific levels up on it. Okay. All right. All right, getting into the requests. Good morning, Johnny. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning, Watchlist, Terry, and DJ. Welcome you all. Thanks for the support. I see you all here every day. I really, really appreciate it. And I have listened to your feedback, so let's get into what you guys are interested in. All right, Johnny wants to look at red. And you guys understand that the first person that says good morning gets a request in. So it's a race to be here first. Okay, I'll do AMD, Netflix, and SPY next, okay? All right, Rite Aid has earnings this week, right? Nice bullish divergence, looking to gap fill, right? It's interesting that Rite Aid, this is a great example of how the flow index works. This is gorgeous. This is a big move. This is large influxes of capital in an Elliott wave pattern. I like it up to 850, right? A little dollar move to the upside. It is trading with the flow index right now. As you can see, it's 1-to-1 with big moves happening. Big things, big popping. I know there's a song like that, right? I can't remember what it was. All right, that's a 820 first target. Trading zone from 820 to 869. Gap fill up. Only possible resistance that I see from a fib level is 770. but above 770 should be a pretty easy move up to 820, right? I am gonna look at move to 820. Now it does have earnings. Let's see if I can look and see when the earnings are on this thing. Rite Aid. Yeah, earnings are Thursday. I know I just saw that, but this is dead cat bounce, right? It's pretty nasty, y'all. No, these are not fib levels. These are support levels, right? All right, I need to. Rite Aid support at 7, right? Look for the retrace ripper. Nice move over the last couple days. It hit the 13 for our bottom, for our mid. Yeah. So the move rally up to the 21 on the 4-hour puts us at 786, right? Before we trade through the weekly cloud and then gap fill back up. Rally into earnings, very possibly. Let's not forget Fibonacci coming in. 50%, 382. All right, it's at an interesting spot. So daily bottom 730, daily mid at 788. I would target 820 though. Okay. All right. But yeah, this is a good flow index here. What I'm not seeing is any regular or dark pool blocks in the last week though. Okay. All right. Next up was Costco. Hopefully some people took Costco last week. This is strong, very, very strong stock. The flow indexes, they have been net buying into this since February, right? Like, don't know what I did with like. Wow, learned a new shortcut today. The only thing I'm a little worried about is this topping pattern, right? It's different from this one. It's a little bit more similar to this one right here, where there's a big pullback. It is cracked the $600 level, which is also a regular block. We've got dual block clusters at 575. There's a minor little gap to fill here, and I would bet you there is this is a trading zone right here, right? Very comfortable consolidating trading zone. Let's look at okay, so initial rally, look for the pullback. We haven't even had a 50% or 618 retracement yet. So could possibly build a little bit of divergence, right? Right, let the divergence build a little bit as price retraces to some support levels. It can come all the way back down to the 382 and still be considered an uptrend. Little head and shoulders, little sideways head and shoulders action there. All right. Depending on how the market acts today, yeah, we could definitely retrace that, right? I've got a cluster of fibs at this 590 level. 586 is a 586. It's previous low. Kind of a rounding top. 21 day is, all right, let's look at it right here. So with Costco, 4-hour cloud breakdown. We're in the weekly cloud now, pulling back to the 4-hour mid, which is a big fib level as well. It's also the daily cloud top, okay? So we're out through the daily. We're back testing the daily. As long as the daily holds, and I see another all-time high coming in for Costco. Do we rip off of here? No, I think we come back down and test a 21-day on the 4-hour, wherever this level is here. So 590 downside target for Costco. All right, 590 down, and then as far as an upside move, I'm really not feeling anything. But if we did weekly top backdoor, then we could look at 605, 610. Support at 596. So, well, we fell in 596. So we did a perfect 618 retrace, right? So we're down in here somewhere. Okay. Let that divergence build up a little bit. If not, we're going to get a rolling over and definitely downside play. So 590 Costco. All right, Microsoft. Where's the divergence? Where's divergence? We have divergence at that level. A lot of these little micro divergences have played out. That's smack dab in the middle of a trading zone. That's support. So 290, right? 289.50. Below 296.40, we get that pullback. Now, there's a trading zone that runs 286 to 293, right? That has been the 382 retracement, and I think that sets up pretty nicely. If Microsoft can't help hold up the SPY today, like I said, we're going to get that pretty gnarly little downturn. 291. It's got 293. So daily bottom, negatively stacked moving averages on Microsoft. I don't trade it enough to know if it does a nice daily cycle, but it looks like it from here. Daily top, 50-day, 200-day. Daily mid didn't really hold. 4-hour bottom did though. So it'll get real nasty below 291 on Microsoft. Let's just call it, yeah, below 291. There is a move down to 288, but we could look at them buying the dip here. We may need to get another chop day, right? Another little chop day, 290, 295, okay? 290, 295. 292. Sorry, I'm just looking at something here. Microsoft has earnings later this month. $7 ATR. All right, 279.50 is a weekly cloud. 287.95. We're at the weekly mid right now. Is that the weekly mid? Yeah, look for a Microsoft daily bottom bounce, rally to 298, which is a 50-day, 13 EMA, 4-hour cloud. So 298 rally, setting up for a larger move. I would short that rally, right? So Microsoft 290 puts and 298 calls. Okay. Sorry, that took a little longer than I expected. All right, next up on the list was, what do we got here? Tesla. All right. All right. Good old Tesla. All right, well, it gap filled. I heard somewhere that it gap filled. Anyway, yeah, that's what I thought. 980. All right, Tesla is currently free falling weekly mid 957 or 950 958. Daily bottom 50-day at 925. Tesla 925 puts. That's what I like. Yeah, I think you're not going to get me to. What a drop. Wow. 960 break, 925. We are coming off of the 15 bottom, 15 bottom, 15 mid, right? This 5-minute chart could lead the way today, right? Could be setting up for the mother of all inverse head and shoulders. So Tesla 95 calls. $960, $925 puts. $960, $925 puts. And what did I say? $985. $985, 1, 2, 3 calls. Tesla should be a fun one to trade. Let's look at it from the flow index perspective. All right, so the flow index pulled back and started trading with price, making higher lows and higher highs. See how the flow indexes continue to do this? All right. It's also been stuffed at this level here. So does it continue to consolidate into into that wedge, right? Up and down, up and down, and up and down, and down and down and down. So big drop on it, right? We have support here. Right? This is a trading zone here, right here. I know that's a big chop, but we've pretty much taken out the support level. Right? Big old rolling move. What we haven't looked at is a FIP. Yeah, 910. I like it. 910. I'm going to look at the 910 puts. All right. People are like buying Nvidia. What's wrong with you people? All right, AMD. Yeah, Tesla is on the watch today for sure. There will be a bunch of traps, absolutely. But if you treat it like a cold shower, you get in and get out with nobody noticing, you should be all right. All right, we have a ton of data to digest here on AMD, okay? First of all, we've got a white line magnet at 110.53, massive dark pool cluster at 107, smaller white line at 104.39. We are resting at a dark pool level 101 as of the close on Friday. We broke the magic $100 level pre-market, okay? Is it going to be a free fall? I don't believe so. We could trade the weekly cloud down to 90, or, right, we could get a rally up to the 21, which is 105. Okay. What I like is at the same trade we always trade. Up into the 4-hour, back test the 4-hour bottom for support, 4-hour mid, decision, 4-hour mid, 4-hour top. That puts us weekly mid or monthly mids at 101.75. 4-hour mids at 104.28, which is also the 21-day on the 4-hour. If we need to continue to move down, okay, we can retrace all the way down to, so below 98, right? We're in difecta down to 90, okay? AMD 90 calls. Or 90 puts. And 104 calls. Okay? That would be below 98.65. For the calls to come into play, 101.25. All right. What did I not look at? Spy? Netflix? Okay. Y'all want to see what I saw on Netflix? There it is right there. Yeah, boy. See this big old rounding top pattern? It's pretty much prevalent across everything. All right, let's look for our trading zones. 438. All right, so SPY has got support down to 441. Okay. 438 was the 50% retracement. Okay. We're at a 618 retracement right now. Okay. We're at 440, which is double bottom end of the block trades. Okay. The flow index is, they've been net buying this for the last couple weeks, right? Looking for the flow index to make a lower or higher high. If you look at the SPY though, it's chilling at the 5-minute bottom, right at the 4-hour Keltner channel bottom, right? If we break 443.50, quick flush to 442, and then 441.75 for the 4-hour 50-day to come in and help us out. Okay, it can definitely come in and help us out. Looks like a little minor head and shoulders. We are at the neckline, so big flush. If we break the 50-day, right, if we cycle from daily mid to daily bottom, we can hit 435, excuse me, 436.80. Okay. Below, what did I say? 443.50. We have the 50-day, then daily bottom at 436. Okay. Contrarian, we rip, right? We get a little ripper in us. We have the 200-day at 448, right? That would be 4-hour mid, 21-day, 200-day, 448, right? 448 calls. I'm looking at the 448 calls and the $436 puts on SPY. Okay. All right. And then last but not least, what do we have up? So I need to do SPY, Netflix, and UNP. Is that UNP, Union Pacific? All right. Netflix. What did I see on Netflix this weekend? Lots of good things. I saw the flow index having bullish divergence that occurred at around 375. Little double tap, wedge breakout, this H-shaped pattern, whatever, not H-shaped. Possible, just lots of cool things happening with the Netflixer, right? Netflix is made. It's making its way back to make up for making lower lows and lower highs. A little bit of trend line support here. Obviously, there's a very, clearly defined trend line there. I'm not sure what Netflix did overnight, but it's probably fallen down on its head a little bit like everything else did. Absolutely. Daily bottom hit, right? Well, what do we do with the Celts when the daily bottom gets hit? We look for a move back up to the daily mid. That would put us to monthly cloud bottom. Okay. 21 days at 365. 4-hour top is at 360. We are currently trading at 350. So I like the 360, 370 move. 360, 370. If we continue to break down, I like the 340, 330. Okay. Earnings coming up next week. Rally into earnings. Right. This looks pretty good, dude. Just we're pretty. I mean, look how far away we are from the 21. Let's get a retracement back to the 21. Let's get a move up to that 360. Right through that 365 is about what I think we hit today. That's if this daily cloud holds. Looks like it's got some liquidity in it. Lots of buying pressure here. Right. We did do some damage from Fibonacci perspective, though, right? Little fib damage is what we're going to call this, right? That's the 2-3-2 retracement. Okay, so I like 346 puts. 340, 345 puts on Netflix. All right, and then last but not least is UNP. I do got to run after this. Hopefully I'll give you all enough time to look at some things here. All right, UNP is this, I'm not sure what they do, but it's a pretty good example of what happens when you get a flow index bull flag breakout. Up. Divergence at about 259. I need the flow index to kind of turn around a little bit, right? It is definitely at one of those levels where it could bounce and come up and make a higher high. If that happens, all right. UNP above 245, move to 252. Interesting. Wow. 50 days at 235. UNP 235 puts. UNP 250 calls. What did I see here? I saw a 200 day at 235. But look at the crossing over that we're getting ready to happen. Everything's starting to cross up and over. Right. If we do flush to 235, it's a 200 day. We could rally to 250, which is a 21 4-hour weekly mid daily cloud. Up and back and up again. This is how we trade, my friends. Up, back, and up again. Right? So, contrarian, right? Let's say that this fails. We have this nice little 200-day. Just chilling right here. 235, below that 230. So we do 230, and then we could do 250, 255. All right, that's it. I gotta run. Thanks for joining me. I'm Dark Pool Algo. I'm here every morning, Monday through Friday. If you haven't already gotten involved with FlowTrade yet, do it now. Let me know. I bet you there might be some things in the work that could be super interesting. Did I not do AMD? I'm sorry, Andrea. Did I not do AMD? I apologize. Let me do that real quick. All right, so AMD, it broke the $100 level, but the flow index is just trading tight with it 1-to-1. I would look for blocks to start coming in at 101, 102, 103, right? But however, I think that AMD, this level that it's at right here, is super strong, right? I think it's the weekly top, right? So look for a weekly top bounce through to the monthly mid at 101.78, which would also be a 4-hour move We could do 4-hour mid, 4-hour bottom, 4-hour mid. So I have 102, 104 to the upside on AMD. If we crack 98.75, I think we trade down to about 91. Okay. Oh, I did do AMD. Sorry. All right, I gotta run. Thanks for joining me. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good day. Yeah, I just don't want to miss y'all's requests, and I do it kind of out of order. So I just want to make sure y'all are taken care of. Okay. Have a great day. We'll see y'all later. Be safe. Be green. And yeah, I'll see y'all in a few.